Emmanuelle, we and John, we share a human being, Vanessa Angel.
Oh,
Oh, Vanessa
wow.
Angel.
She's like my sister. I mean, I just adore her. And of course, John, you were in Weird Science
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah, did you see that I snuck her into the film?
I did, yes. I just talked
She
to her like a few minutes ago, and she said to give you everyone her love.
oh,
Oh,
she was
sweetheart.
so nice to do that for us.
Yeah. And Emmanuel, we actually share an incident back in the day. We were doing On the Line, and during our interview, they invaded Afghanistan, and we broke our interview and watched it on TV.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
Wow. Well, there it goes.
Wow.
And I
Yeah,
never got to,
that was a long time ago.
well, I never got to continue our interview. So,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna stand here and watch the two of you go. Here we go.
no, it's perfectly okay. And I tried to catch up with you at Sundance, but boy, you're a busy human being.
Oh my God. Well, I'm so happy that we can connect now. Thank
Now we
you.
can, and especially over a love like this. I mean, what a tremendous acting job you do in this, Emmanuel. I mean, you pretty much you of course in haste, carry this on your shoulders, but I think more so because of your character's arc in this film.
Uh, Thank you so much.
There
Thank
might
you
have
for
been a
saying
question in that, I don't know, but talk to me about your character, Leah, and putting on her skin, so to speak.
Oh, it was a really exciting journey. I knew that when I read the script, it was a gut punch, and I just felt like I really, really, really wanted to tell this story. And of course, being guided by John Asher, when I had met with John, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. This is going to be epic, and this is going to be safe because I was a little trepidatious. Um, it's not obvious, you're playing this character that is, to some is definitely there's a moral conundrum,
Mm.
and yet we are celebrating love, and you just want that to get across. And I was so grateful that I got to kind of just live in it. I think it helped a lot too that we were mostly in this Malibu house that became home for all of us for 2 whole weeks. That was blissful. But it served the story. It's like another character in the film.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And John, I mean, these performances that you brought forth with your directing are just amazing. I mean, you don't really see this type of filmmaking anymore. It really is deep and raw, and the audience leaves questioning, about I don't want to say morality, but I'm going to use that word morality, of the characters involved.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the design of the film was to make sure that the audience leaves with their own set of questions, and each individual will have their own relationship with this movie, which I thought was so cool, right? It was not defined. It's just whoa, I'm thinking about this situation because I was in this situation, or I might be considering this situation. What would that be like? This is, looking into the glass and seeing it. And I was very fortunate to have Emmanuel and Hayes. And the situation lended itself to the performances because our crew was so small
Yeah.
Mhm.
and because we were in the middle of an actor strike and we were shooting on the SAG interim agreement, we had this gift of Malibu, which was I grew up there and I knew it was originally in the original draft, it all took place in Palm Springs. And I moved it to Malibu because I grew up there and I knew that area so well and the people. And when I was out location scouting, I was like, I'd go to my friend Max and I'd be like, who owned the liquor store. And I was like, Max, remember I used to steal Twinkies from here? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I can I shoot my movie here? And he's like, I don't know. And then I told him the story and he's like, yes, let's do it. And it I know I digress a little bit, but I'm just so thankful to everybody in Malibu for giving us this opportunity. But
Mhm.
really, in honing those performances, I'm so blessed. You're dealing with a couple of pros that believe in old school Hollywood tradition, which is coming to set prepared. There was never a moment, nobody ever. I wish I could cut together a gag reel on the movie, but you can't because they were so honed in on
Mm.
telling this story properly. So I'm so grateful for that.
What a great compliment to your cast, though. I mean, to say that. And Emmanuel, I mean, was there instant chemistry between you and Hayes? I mean, this won't work without that kind of a spark.
Oh, you're 100% right. The thing that Hayes and I had was that we've done a film together before. We did Super Troopers 2 in Boston, and we had such an amazing time. And when we were figuring out who our guy was going to be, John had, a group of guys, and when he said Hayes MacArthur, I was like, Hayes. It has to be Hayes. It just has to be Hayes. And I think it was really the perfect choice. And like, we had such a good time together. We have so many friends in common, and I just knew that it was going to be not only fun, but I knew that Hayes was just going to bring it, and we were just going to be able to play together.
Emmanuel, what do you think audiences will take away from watching a love like this?
Well, I think that for sure it's a conversation starter. I think for some it's going to be really confronting.
Mm,
I think for a lot of people, they'll find a little bit like what John said, like everybody will relate to some aspect of this movie. Like maybe they didn't live through the very same thing, but certainly when you're exploring love, you have your
mm.
almosts and what ifs, and if I had made a left instead of a right turn. And I think that, people kind of walk away from that. Just
Yeah, I think so. It's also, kind of you can't have your cake and eat it as well. I mean, there's a lot that
right.
goes on in this. And you know what I love, John, in this too, is there's a wisp of humor, in it. It's a very human story. What do you think, John, audiences will take away with them from the film?
Well, I mean, hopefully they'll take a sense of love never dies,
Mm.
no matter what. I mean, I even put my high school crush in there. There's a scene, I don't know if you remember in the liquor store, but he talks about in eighth grade, he had a crush on a girl named Cody Lacey. I mean, that's her name. I gave her a shout out. I'm 55 now and I still think about Cody. So I hope people understand that, we're all humans. We all fall in love. And maybe deep down inside, I mean, the way the film ends, and I don't want to give it away, but it doesn't end like, it's not a fairy tale ending. I can just tell you
Mhm.
that. And I can tell you that, the big question is, what percentage of the audience members wants them to see each other again?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a wonderful question and a water cooler conversation. And I think that people discovering this film will feel that. But I also think they'll feel a tug of nostalgia in their
Mm.
hearts for the things that you left behind.
Mhm.
It is that kind of film too, Emmanuel.
Wow, I'm so grateful that that's how it impacted you, because that was definitely the point. I mean, everything from the mixtape, and like just all the things. It's especially in the days that we live in now, everything is so futuristic. It's so odd that, during this movie we get a sense of like how it used to be, which I think people are yearning for.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, it's that lovely scene, that lovely sentiment, like, going back to John Cusack holding up the boombox, trying to buy a boombox in today's market too is just
Hayes, by the way,
Yes.
yeah, you were talking about the comedy. I mean, Hayes is just loaded with comedy. A lot of
Oh,
that was unscripted. He is just such a light and such a happy being, and you can't help. I think that was part of the reason he was on the list. I
Yeah.
really wanted Emmanuelle to make that final call because I wanted her to be comfortable. But the reason he was on the list was because of his great work in Angie Tribeca and other
Oh,
films that
yeah.
I'd seen him in. Not to mention he's my cousin, believe it or not. But I wanted, I think that people, when they're in relationships, they like people that have a sense of humor, and that
Yeah,
brings, it breaks the walls down and it makes you feel vulnerable and you get to laugh together. And laughter is the cure, you
it's
know?
medicine. Yeah.
It truly is. And as I go, Emmanuel, I loved you on the Lincoln Lawyer. Wow, what a performance there.
Oh, thank
And,
you.
well, yeah, I mean, it was great. And of course, Superman and Lois and all of that. Um, you're just an acting machine, and you can do drama and comedy and music. You are just a national treasure.
Oh, Tony, you've made my day. Thank you so much.
And
You heard it
John,
here. Yes,
you're a
sir.
national treasure as well.
Come
Yeah,
on.
true,
That's very
true.
nice of you to say, sir.
Oh man, I actually loved Weird Science, the series. It was such a fun series, and
We had a blast making that show. I swear. I usually don't watch myself, but I go back sometimes and watch that show. And
well,
I
both of
was,
you have a great day. Enjoy the day. I know you're answering the same questions over and over, but that's part of the gig. But again, I am so pleased that this movie is going to resonate really, really well with audiences. It is just a terrific film.
thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Tony.
Thank you
Thank
Have
you.
both and
a
Nice
have a
to
great
meet
wonderful
you.
day.
day.
Emmanuel, I'm going to hit you up on social media.
Please do.
All right. And
All
John,
Hit
you
me,
right.
too.
hit me up too. I have social media.
I said you too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right.
Tony. Sorry, I got a thing.
Yeah, I know. You're a fear of missing out. You're a FOMO guy.
I, I, I
Bye,
am.
kids. Have a great day.
Bye,
Bye.
Tony.
You too.
Cheers.